I'm Leslie with Lady Root Design, and today we're going to be talking about taking an old canvas that you no longer want to display and covering it with a piece of fabric to make it into a new piece of art for your home. I've already done this one. Let's do this one together. Okay, so we're ready to start our project here. We have our canvas empty, ready to go. We have our rotary mat that we can cut the fabric on. We've got our new fabric, staple gun, staples, a rotary blade, and a straight edge to help us get a nice clean line. So the first thing I've got to do is cut my fabric to approximately the right size. I've already ironed it to kind of help it stay straight. This is the factory finished edge over here, so I'm going to use that to align. Okay, and then I've already picked out kind of where I want this to end up on the canvas. And what I'm going to need to do for that, see, I'm wanting it to go right about here so that the bird finishes. Okay, this is a 16 by 20 canvas. So I'm going to be cutting a few inches off the top of this fabric so that it lays correctly. Right about here. I'm 2 inches up from this blue bird that I want to be the top of my finished art project. So I'm gonna line up really easy here on the 4 and the 4 so I can get a nice straight cut. I also like to use a dumbbell to kind of hold that on there so that it's not slipping and sliding around. Okay. And just go ahead, use that roto cutter. Nice and easy. And take your scrap if you can. If it's big enough to reuse, I keep it. If it's small, this one's pretty small, probably just toss it. It's 100% cotton, so it's not something terrible that's gonna be rotting in a landfill for ages. It's all natural stuff. Okay, and I just need to find out where I want the bottom of my project to be. This is about at the 6 here. Okay, so I'm probably going to want to cut over here at the 24 on this side. Makes sense. Okay, so lined up on the 24 and the 24. And I'm going to remove this. I always like to cut on the opposite side from my project, and that way if I get distracted and the blade goes all wonky, it's not a disaster because the part that you've cut off is not the main part of your project. So you always want to realign. Measure twice, cut once. That's what my dad teaches me. Okay, and just run our blade right along there. It's not cutting very well. Let's try that again. Okay, how'd we do that time? So I've been cutting some paper projects with my rotary blade. It's not as sharp as it once was. It's probably time to change it out for my next fabric. Maybe when I make a quilt it'll get changed out because I won't be wanting to do this 800 times. Okay, there we go. Not quite. And voila. This piece I'll probably keep. It has plenty to work with, cute little birds here. Maybe make a baggie or something, a gift baggie out of it. So this I'll put in my keep pile. And that's all we're going to use the blade for put that stuff off to the side. And we're gonna flip over our fabric so that the right side is facing out. And we're ready to start stapling here. Okay, so the first edge, doesn't really matter which side you do first. You're just going to want to do the opposite side second. Okay. This is looking about as good as I think it will. See, I didn't need a full 2 inches here. I could have done with 1.5, but it doesn't matter too much now. So we just start stapling here. You want to kind of be pulling the fabric tight as you go. Not too tight on this first one. You may be pulling the fabric in a direction you don't want. I put as few staples as possible, and that way when I get tired of this art project, it's going to be easy for me to pull them out, make a new project. I don't want to be pulling staples for ages. If you wanted to, you could even pull out all these staples before you begin. You'd just be working with the wood frame. For me, I like to not pull out staples unless I absolutely have to. It's not the world's most fun thing to do, pulling staples. Okay. Now, kind of the only tricky part of this project is going to be folding in these ends so that they're nice and crisp. Just pretend like you're wrapping a Christmas present here. Kind of finger press it down as you go. Look just like that. Go ahead and shoot a staple in, and I'm going to do the other end. They're not going to look exactly the same, and this is the back of your project, so I wouldn't worry too much about making it all matchy. Okay, and then on this side, notice that I do corner, corner, middle, and then kind of fill in these. And the opposite end, go ahead and tuck, finger press it down, fold it up, and staple. Next side, finger press. there it is. There's our finished product ready to go on display, and that's pretty much all that there is to it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to know more about me or my home design projects, check out ladyruthdesign.com. Thanks so much for watching.